gathered allies, and we made our way to the forbidden archive world of Zakul. There, a triumvirate of mystic preservers awaited us, and in the shadows, something else was watching and waiting.
All right, Zeratul, old buddy, you got your mysterious prophecy. Now let's see what your preserver's made of it.
My quest to decipher the prophecy took me to the forbidden archive world of Zakul. Here, 3 immortal preservers guarded ancient knowledge. Only they could transcribe the prophetic fragments. I needed to seek them out quickly.
Hello guys, what is going on? This is Aries, and here I have some more StarCraft 2 for you on Brutal. This is a Sinister turn, going back to solo cast until I can get a suitable co-caster back in the helm. But this mission is pretty easy to beat, and I'm just having one of those days where I cannot do anything correct. I was trying to troubleshoot my mic, and I'm like, okay, well, why isn't it working? Well, obviously because it wasn't plugged into my computer. So when I was driving around today, missing my turns, it's kind of a nightmare. But anyway, getting past my awkwardness, this mission, you have a lot of options of strategies you can do. I have since completed this mission, gone back through it and just done mass stalker, and it's very, very legitimate. It's probably better than what I did, which was kind of a unit composition. It's much better to just go mass stalker, because then you can blink past the huge group of forces near the end, and you can blink right on top of the hybrid and get like the first few shots on him, because it does take the hybrid a while to react to most of your attacks. Good soda. Anyway, the hybrid is pretty easy to deal with. He's probably the most annoying person ever, just because his hissing voice comes through every single time he respawns. And from what I've noticed from my additional playthroughs to get the achievements, he respawns faster on hard and brutal than he does on normal and easy, but that doesn't necessarily make him bad. But he does grow stronger the more times that he dies. So making this mission longer is not favorable. So basically, as far as the research goes for this mission as well, you do not need to hold these structures. As long as you gain control of them once, that's just fine to get your research. And it's really not very possible to hold these structures, just because you're gonna be seeing me get counterattacked every single time I go to defend them. So it's really not plausible to do that. And I think my Sim City this level was pretty pitiful. I didn't even check if the guy is armored or not, if immortals are worth using. But yeah, you're just gonna see me every time go to defend. Not gonna work out too well. So I would honestly suggest that you don't even bother trying to defend those. So for the most part for this level, you will you just need to camp in your base. and you will be pretty good. I wouldn't suggest meeting the Harbinger halfway like this. I would recommend meeting him on your ramp, because then you can have your cannon help you out. If any forces counterattack, you're safe and sound. And it's just better overall. And luckily that stalker got caught. It wasn't a zealot, so I just blinked him. But I think he's starting to grow stronger here. From what I just glanced at, he is not armored, I think. But I have almost completed recording for the walkthrough. I have, let's see, I think I have two missions left. And then after that, it's the final missions. There's actually a category called the final missions, so then we'll be getting that, and I have most of the game recorded. So that's all that's required of me is to edit and render them, and I will be doing those. Hopefully won't have to lone cast by myself. That's never fun, but I need to do what I need to do to get the videos out, so we will definitely see. Don't forget to get upgrades for your units. It's attack is obviously the most important, and it's the cheapest. But don't forget to get like a shield and armor. Shields being more important in my opinion. It just comes down to preference. But again, you don't have to defend those tech structures. And the one to the right of your base is Dark Templars. You can go for those earlier than I did. But it's up to you. And this base right here, I think that you have to kill it in order to get the Protoss Templar research right there. You have to free the Templars, and I think you have to destroy that base in order to be able to get to the Templar archives that's inside. Excuse me. And pretty much, if you have a few zealots, they'll chop through most of the stalkers. Again, unmicroed stalkers get destroyed by zealots, especially charged zealots, for that matter. And basically, my strategy is when you're killing this right here, kill the base when the hybrid is not attacking, and when he's alive, figure out and intercept him, and when he's dead, just kill the base, and it'll work out pretty well. You'll see that, and he does alternate paths along his way, so keep that in mind. Sometimes you might have to go all the way around just to catch him. But at this point, just getting all the stuff. Again, this is obviously why the ×2 is probably the biggest save ever. And as you can see, he has been progressively getting better, or bigger, whatever you want to call it. If I click on him, I can maybe see some of the progression of his health, but obviously has been slowly getting bigger. Yep, just going through the Protoss. There is the Templar archives down there. And you just need to get a pylon next to it. If you can somehow get a pylon right next to it and have it complete without having to kill that whole base, then good job. And I think, yeah, I tried to go. You got to be careful when you're going into the center, just because of the fact that the Protoss do have forces kind of scattered around. So it's not usually too great if you have to deal with those. And those Archons got stuck. So another interesting thing you can do with the Templar is you can use feedback on the hybrid to pretty much take up all of his energy and do a lot of damage to him. And it'll obviously deny him his spells. So I think I do that on the next hybrid. Yeah, it's a pretty useful spell. It basically stops him from doing that lift up attack. But here we're going to go in for the final attack soon. Obviously, you want to save before you do that, and basically when you save, you can pretty much decide if you have enough forces or if you don't, and if you can tell, I did not. So now we're just going to sit here and watch Ares wait in ×2 motion. And then once I feel like I think I had enough forces, then I think I move out. Oh yeah, don't get probes trapped by pylons. I think I did that more than once. Such a noob. Although I guess that's why I don't play Protoss. And I think the catalyst for me moving out here was, yeah, they sent a giant Protoss death ball into my base. So I decided, hey, why not the hell just run in and try to win. But here you'll see why Mass Blink Stalker is probably better than anything else. Just because everything else had just died right there, except for the Protoss. So, yep, just blink on top of the preservers, blow them up, and that's all you gotta do. See you guys for the next mission. But we're just gonna have a marathon of Protoss. Get it out of that mode.
We have seen prophetic fragments in your mind, Zeratul. We will make of them what we can. The cycle shall draw to its end. The Zelnaga who forged the stars will transcend their creation. Yet the Fallen One shall remain, destined to cover the void in shadow. It begins with the great hunger. It ends in utter darkness. A great hungerer. Could it refer to the Zerg Overmind? It has a part to play in this prophecy. I must seek out the Overmind's final resting place, our ancient homeworld of Ire.